Yeah. Bitches be ballin'. Episode 7. Welcome back, guys. Make this a little bit of a shorty. No special guest, although it was so great to have Jess on last week. That was a really fun
It was
episode.
awesome.
Listening back to it, like she's pretty fucking rad, and we got to have her back on a little bit later for a check-in, huh? Hottie
Oh,
Barnes
definitely.
check-in.
Even with Emma too. Like all the guests we've had so far have just been fantastic. And I can't wait to have other members of the league as well.
We got 12 other ladies. Yeah. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I'm sure like nobody's going to listen to our episode tomorrow, but we'll just keep plugging it until people get back from their stuffing day to
Well, the
talk.
folks in
Listen.
Canada will be watching because
Oh yeah, you
our Thanksgiving
celebrate,
already
huh?
passed. Yeah,
Oh,
ours was October.
it was in October?
Yeah, like mid-October. I think it was like the 14th or something. Like that long weekend, yeah.
All right, well, I'm counting on you then, sister, to be plugging it tomorrow.
I got you. I'm doing nothing tomorrow.
Thanks.
Definitely not having turkey.
So we just thought we'd give a little bit of an update about our various leagues and the Bitches Be Ballin' League, because we had a pretty seismic event happen in the Bitches Be Ballin' League this week. And I think we mentioned this before, but one of the managers dropped out. Like she wasn't able to make our draft, so she auto draft. And then I noticed that she wasn't setting her lineups. So I reached out and was like, what's up? Are you like, something happened? Like, are you going to be able to continue in the league? And she's like, I can't. I mean, I just, stuff got too busy with life. I was like, completely understand. So we found someone to replace her. Admittedly a bit of a newbie, but she has a teenage son, I think, that was going to help her like co-manage the team, who's really into basketball. So I was like, cool. You know, if you need any like tips or things, give a shout. And so I think when she took over the team, she did some moves, like she dropped Isaiah Hartenstein, and this was like in the first week of the league of the season, and she like picked up some other guys. But anyway, she had dropped like some key guys in IR, and so I stepped in, replaced those guys, and then also picked up a couple guys off waivers that I felt like fit kind of the build of her auto drafted team. And then kind of like looking at Basketball Monster just along the way, just to make sure that, you know, I was doing right by her team. It was projecting her to be like number one. So I obviously pat on the back, did a very
You did
good
awesome
job
work.
stepping in, setting up the new lady Corinne for success. And so things were going good. I was just checking in. She was setting her lineup. She was making some moves. She was doing pretty decent in her matchups. And then lo and behold, this week she dropped Isaiah Hartenstein after he'd had a great first debut, which she hadn't moved him out of IR for. Thank God, because she was actually battling me last week. So I was glad to see that she did that. And I
That
actually
worked out
did
for
that
you.
in another league too. I didn't take him out of IR. So anyway, and she also dropped Peyton Pritchard. But anyway, the main thing was she dropped iHeart, right? And so of course everybody has noticed this. And I'm like, what's my waiver priority? Because I knew that like I drafted 6, but everybody had been making moves and picking up guys off of and claiming guys. So, and I was second. So I had the second number 2 waiver claim. Joanna had the first one. And I'm just like, I wonder if Joanna's going to use her claim, because Lord knows I knew everybody and their sister were going to be putting in claims for Isaiah. Right. Yeah. And so I'm just like, well, we'll just see. I'll put in a claim, see what happens. Fuck yeah. I got
And
him.
it works. It
I
works.
got him. And then I was just
couldn't believe it.
I was waiting for the Discord to blow up and just be like, fuck you.
And it did. It did. Everyone was like, fuck. I don't even think I said anything because I was just like too sad. Because like I did put a claim in, but I was like, I know there's no way. So actually at first when I noticed that he was dropped, at first I was like, no, that didn't happen, right? I thought it was like tripping or something. And then, like, once I realized, oh, this actually happened, I was like, should I even bother putting a claim in? And at first I didn't. And then I
What
did
was your
later.
priority?
I have no idea. It was probably pretty low though, I think.
But low
Which
enough
is
to
why I
make
was
you
like,
think, yeah.
yeah, like I think it was low, so that's why I was like most likely not gonna do it. But I was like, you know what? What the hell? Like you never know. But yeah, sure enough, that didn't work out, but that's okay because I tried.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, I got lucky. I was just like, one, that Joanna didn't do it, and I gotta ask her about it if she even knew. And two, like, yeah, for him to be dropped after I had told her, like, he's too good to drop, so I'm gonna reinstate him onto your roster. So I wonder if, like, part of it is just, like, karma.
Mm. You know what? Another reason I didn't pick him up at first too is because I thought it was an accident, and I thought that you were gonna re-add him to her roster, which is why I was like, maybe I
Oh,
shouldn't.
really? Oh, that
That's
makes me
another thing
feel
too.
bad.
No, but like I to be fair though, like she did drop the first time. So I don't know. Like I was like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? But I mean like
I
it's all like
The thought
chill.
did cross my mind, and that's being a good commish, Kayla, you thinking
Mhm.
that. The thought did cross my mind that maybe she did it by accident, but you know what?
Yeah,
We're
she didn't
already
mention
in week
anything either
6,
though.
she's
Mm,
been putzing around doing stuff, so I'm like, I'm not gonna cut her a break. I cut her some slack this time.
mhm. It's also a
Let
learning experience too, right?
Totally.
So at least yeah, now she knows. And yeah, I understand like you gotta learn and everything. So I think it's a good opportunity.
Alright, so I'm
But
looking
yeah,
at
that's
the
why I was
list of
surprised.
waiver offers. It's fucking just about everybody put in a claim.
Except for
Um
Joanna.
Let's see, you were priority 5.
Okay,
Um,
so a bit higher than I thought.
the lady that has a bunch of nicks on her team, which she's got a really strong team that I'm going against right
She's
now.
first.
She's in first place. She had
Mhm.
priority 3.
Mhm.
Um, Bounce passers, Bethany, of course, she had 6. Emma 7, Claire 9, Hottie Barnes 10, and CCC Crushers 11. So yeah, pretty much everybody put in a claim
Everyone, yeah.
for. So
Thank
Joanna,
God that
yeah,
Villanova Knicks didn't get
dude,
Hartenstein.
she's
She's
so
way too
good.
powerful. She's too powerful.
Fucking A, her team is strong.
And she had
Um,
De'Aaron Fox. Like, he had an amazing week. Just unbelievable. Anthony
yeah,
Davis, Brunson. Yeah.
yeah, she's
Not a
tough,
lot of injuries
man.
for her either. Just a couple.
Nope. So we're locked up at 4-4 right now. Big Vic energy. After a slow start to the season, I gotta say, now you're in
Turning things
third.
around.
You're only a half a game behind first.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Shit.
Um,
I'm getting up there. It's just injuries. I got lucky. Like, I haven't had as many as other managers have had, at least in this league. With
Knock
other
wood.
leagues, I've just been ravaged.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
And then I'm on your tail. I'm right
Yeah.
behind you.
It's a
Look
close
out.
one.
So that was fun. That was a big thing happening this week. What else
Mhm.
is so tell me about so you did a redraft, right?
I did. Yeah, I did with a couple of analysts. It was run by Adam King, which was fantastic, and he did a live show during the redraft. He wasn't actually in it; he was just hosting it. So NBA Fantasy Bible DMAC was also in it too, and I was
So wait, how does that work? How does a redraft league work
yeah. So
mid-season?
it's basically just like a regular draft, except the rankings are a little bit different. It's at least like well like with this one like they kind of shifted a little bit but it was kind of still weird where like certain players were a lot higher or lower than they should be, so like that part I didn't really get, but I was going based off of hashtag basketball's rankings, so I plugged my team into there and I was drafting that way just because yeah with Fantrax, which is what we use, the rankings were a little bit off from
So
what I've
did you
noticed.
draft at the beginning of the season and then you're doing a redraft?
No,
Or
we
is
actually
this
didn't. This
Oh,
was just
this
a
is a brand
redraft.
new league.
It was a brand new league. It's just a mock league. It's not a real one. So it was more so just to see, like, okay, we've had a month of basketball already happen. Where would you take these guys? What would you do differently? That kind of thing, which I
Neat.
love doing. So I'm working on an article for that. Hopefully we'll
Cool.
have it within the next couple of days. But a lot of interesting things, like Dyson Daniels went inside the top 50. I want to say he was 49th. I got to pull up the thing, but yeah, it was a really fun thing to do. A couple players fell. Joel Embiid went in the 3rd round, which is someone I still wouldn't draft, even at the 3rd. I'm not touching him.
What about Porzingis?
Ooh, Porzingis, actually, I gotta see.
Because it hadn't been announced yet that he was coming back early, right?
Yeah, this was a few days ago, actually. So let's see. I gotta find the picture. Let's see.
So it's on Adam's YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on his
Check
YouTube
that
channel,
out.
FBI. Yeah, because it was a good show. I was actually watching it while I was doing the draft. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, Porzingis went in the 6th round, middle of the 6th. So that's a lot higher than he was before. But still, at that point too, like he was only like reportedly a couple of weeks away from returning. So that raised his stock.
God, he looked really good. He looked like just picked up where he left off.
Yeah, he's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, Dyson Daniels, which is amazing. I was so mad that I didn't get him. And Doncic went 5th.
At least it's a
which I thought was
mock, though.
interesting. Yeah. But it showed a lot of interesting perspectives, which I liked. Which was fun to do, yeah.
So were there any big regrets that you have thus far in the season? Like anything that you did, like a drop or not picking
A
up
drop, not
someone that you
really.
wish you would have?
Yeah, so there's a lot of players that I missed out on just because I feel like I'm in so many leagues and it's been hard to keep up with. Like Christian Braun, I wasn't able to get him in any. A lot of the Wizards, like Alex Sarr, Koulibaly, like there's a lot of players like that, like the hot waiver wire pickups, who I just haven't been able to get. Like I got a couple here and there, but not as many as I wanted to. Because like usually, like when like last year when I was in a couple of leagues, I was able to get those guys quick and make all those moves. But it's hard because like even playing in analyst leagues too, like everyone knows their shit.
Yeah, I
So it's a lot
know.
more competitive. But yeah, how about you?
My one big regret is in our Reclean Roto League that I dropped Amon Thompson.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I kind of understand
It
that
was
one though.
early when he was like not getting minutes. Everyone was just saying like, unless someone goes down, it just doesn't seem like he has a pathway to, you know,
Yeah, that's
25,
something that I
30
said
minutes.
too.
So I was just like, you know what? I had him in 4 leagues, so half of my leagues. And I just figure, I don't know, drop him for a streaming spot. And that was the one that Matt Smith paid $200 in fab for, which ended up to be like pretty smart move. But yeah, kicking myself. I should have shown more patience, especially in a roto league. Did you see his line tonight? In fucking insane. He was everywhere. He's gonna take over Jalen Green's starting spot, I think. It's
You
only a
think
matter
so?
of time. He is just getting more and more critical minutes. He's obviously he's the guy. Like he was the guy tonight against the Sixers, and it was a battle, and he was amazing. Like, yeah, I think he's gonna be a starter soon.
Yeah, there was even rumors with Tari Eason potentially replacing Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Because like he's been up and down. I know some people have been dropping him. Personally, I'm still holding.
Oh, I'm holding
But
Tari. Yeah.
sorry, I meant Jabari Smith.
Oh,
A
Jabari
lot of people are
Smith.
dropping him. Yeah.
He's gonna be dropped a lot tonight after this game.
Yeah.
He was
I
odd
haven't
man
had a
out.
chance to see any of the games yet. I literally just got home from work not even 45 minutes ago. So I gotta go look at all the stats and the highlights and shit.
Well, tomorrow you can catch up.
Exactly. Tomorrow's my day off. So that works out well.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like it's a heavy slate.
Highly recommend the Rockets Sixers game.
Yeah, I gotta catch that. Even gotta catch up on my leagues too.
Yeah, I know. I've got my little notebook here. So I started doing this for my head-to-head leagues.
That's awesome.
I've got, actually, I'm making dinner rolls for tomorrow, but I've got, like, if you can see, I've got every single head-to-head league and who I'm going up against. And then I've got, like, one column for punt, one column for win, one column for close, and then a couple columns for what moves, what drops and pickups I'll do. And it, like, quickly at a glance, then I can see during the week, like, okay, against this opponent, I'm going to be blocking, or I'm going to be punting, rebounds, blocks, and field goal. Because they're just loaded with bigs. And I'm looking to win, threes, assists, and free throw. And then the categories, the most critical column is the ones that we're really close in. So those are the ones that I'm going to be, like, looking to stream in players that can just put me over the hump. And it's super helpful to look at it this way, because then I can just, when I'm looking at the waiver, I can target guys that can just give me a couple blocks or give me a couple steals, give me a couple threes, So
That is amazing. I love the dedication and the hard work that you put into it, and that's a really
Q&A.
helpful tool to help keep yourself organized with all your leagues. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I gotta do something like that. And I love notebooks too, so laying out everything like that. Oh,
Yeah, and then just do it in pencil so that you can just erase, because shit just really shifts during the week. Like, so I do it on Sunday. I line up my next week's opponent, and then I start just to look at what categories that I think I'll be able to win at. And then once the first couple slates of games happen, then I'll revisit. And then inevitably it all shifts, because
Yep.
that's just how it is. And so then it just allows me, like, because I would be screwed if I planned out the week at the beginning and then just didn't adjust accordingly. But like with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 head-to-head matchups a week, like, I can't remember, like, what the hell's going on unless I have it written down.
I know, it's hard, especially, like, with, like, life in general. Like, I'll be at work on my break just trying to, like, figure things out and post my streamers list for the day and then get all my leagues ready.
Yes, keeping up with moves. So, what else is happening? I made a trade.
Ooh. Oh, yeah? What
Yeah, I
league?
made a trade, in my Locked On Roto League.
Let's hear it.
And I'm getting a lot of shit from fellow league mates for doing this trade, but you know what? I'm kind of at the bottom, and my team doesn't really have an identity. Of course, it's Roto, so I'm looking for balance, but I don't know. I had a
Sometimes you
weird
gotta do what you
draft.
gotta do.
Yeah. And I drafted PG and Maxey, as well as Shea, so I was picking fourth. But then injuries started to happen on the Sixers, and then I was just like, I don't know. I got Hartenstein back, so, but I just wasn't, like, feeling the team, And so this guy approached me, and he really wanted Maxey because he wanted to boost points. And I was like, okay, I would love a boost in percentages and assists without compromising defense, because I was pretty good in steals and blocks. So I got CP3 and McCain in exchange for Maxey, and I let go Maxey and Gafford. So, it's not terrible. Yeah, I mean, Maxey clearly is the best player in the trade, but I'm not totally convinced how great the Sixers are. I think McCain has definitely proven his worth, so he's gonna keep getting minutes. I don't know. I mean, Maxey
That's an
could
interesting trade.
re-aggravate. Yeah, I really, really, of course, anything can happen as Chris Paul at any moment, but I really I have him on a few other teams, and I really like his production and what he's doing. And So I don't know. Yeah, and I have PG. I still have Paul George in IR, so
Mhm.
he's coming back soon, so but, I mean,
Yeah.
the outrage people were showing in chat over this trade, just like, "I just this seems really sus, like, this team is, like, at the bottom," and I was like, "Yo, I'm doing this trade with eyes wide open, so, no, there's
Mhm.
nothing suspicious going on," so people, you know?
I know. I mean, at the end of the day, like, sometimes you just gotta make a move, right? But I like McCain just because I think he's gonna have a lot of good opportunities this season.
Yeah.
You've talked about it, like, the Sixers are such an injury-plagued team. I mean, anything could happen to anybody on that team, but I like it. I like it. I think you probably coulda got a something, like, a little bit more, though.
I know. So, initially, I was targeting, so in Basketball Monster projected, these are all, like, Gaff or, CP3, McCain, and PJ Washington are kind of all kind of in the middle there. Top 90, like, right around,
Mhm,
like, 80, 70, and Maxey's, like, rank 30, and then Gafford is, like, 100 something, and
mhm.
I was initially he initially posed, like, a 3 for 3, or I had posed a 3 for 3 and I misread. So, it was gonna be McDaniels, Gafford, Maxey on my side, trading away for PJ, CP3, and, McCain, and I like
Mhm.
that because I felt like I was getting, like, 3 solid middle guys, good depth, and I was really only trading away Maxey, because I already had a ton of
Mhm.
centers, so I'm covered with big man stats. But he didn't go for it, and I understand because he was then losing depth on his team by
Yeah,
doing
and that's
that.
the thing, I feel like depth is super important, especially this year with all the injuries. You
Yeah.
gotta be able to have that backup, and when you're in a league with, like, 14, 16 plus people, like, the streaming options are very slim, right?
Yeah, it's a 12-man league, but
Oh, 12, okay.
we have 16-man rosters.
Oh, so it's a little bit deeper.
Yeah, so it is, like,
Yeah.
really
So
hard
the
to get
waivers
guys
hard.
off of waivers, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely coulda gotten more, but yeah, whatever, it's fine.
I mean, it's just a game too. I love how people
It's
are, like,
just a
overreacting like
game,
it's the
I
end of the world or
know.
something.
I
I
know,
mean,
I
you gotta
just
take some chances too, that's the thing.
totally. Yeah,
Like, what if Maxey gets injured for the rest of the year? Who's gonna have that value? McCain.
McCain.
Paul George, I'm sure he's gonna miss time down the stretch too. I know you have him, but I mean, that only helps McCain too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one, I like it.
Thanks, Kayla.
That's awesome.
What else? What else is going on?
Okay, weird thing. In our Roto League that we're doing together,
Mhm.
I'm 4th, and I was last
What the
very
hell?
recently.
What happened? Did you start playing more games?
I guess? I don't even know. I still have a couple of injuries here and there. Got a couple of guys back. Curry and Clarkson have been Jordan Clarkson have been the guys who've been sitting out a couple games here and there, but
Let's look at your
yeah,
team here, Kayla Fonte. Yeah, you got 66 points. You gained
yep,
6 points today.
not bad.
Fox.
Yeah. Oh, do I have Fox? I do.
Yeah,
I forgot I have Fox.
yeah.
Losing track here. I got
Um,
Jones, Trey Jones back. Denny Abdia has been playing a bit better as well. Kuzma's okay. Bogdanovich, that's it. Bogdanovich came back recently. So yeah, I have
yeah,
a couple of people
he's
returning.
mhm.
So not bad. I honestly, it goes up and down, so I'm sure at some point I'll slide back down again, but still plenty of time.
Has there anybody on your roto team that you're just like, I might drop you?
Mm.
How do you
Oh,
feel about
Agbaji.
Giddy? Ogbaji?
Did he? Yeah, I gotta
Ogbaji
drop
had a
him.
great game today.
Did he?
Yes.
Let's see here.
He had a
24
great
okay,
line.
that's random. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 2 stocks, 6 3 okay, maybe not.
Yeah, so you got Giannis, you got Steph, you got Fox,
Ivy, Giddy, Kuzma.
Turner,
Yep. Gobert.
Gobert. Yeah, you got a really balanced team.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, especially like this is my first Roto League, so I wanted to go for a balanced approach,
Yeah.
which you kind of got to do.
So you're stashing Olynyk.
Yeah, I'm holding on to him just because I have that IR spot there.
Holiday's been playing really good lately, better lately.
Yeah, he's been much better than before.
Kuzma might have gotten injured today, something up with his ribs.
Yeah, I heard about that. Kind of
But
want to
he's,
trade him away. I'm in a couple
yeah.
leagues.
God, who
Got to
would want
sell high though.
Kyle Kuzma though?
That's the thing. You gotta wait till there's like that good stretch of games and then
Even
sell
when he's
high.
playing well, he's not the most sexy player. I don't know.
Yeah. I got him late, so that's why I was like, it's decent, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my team.
let's take a look. Kyrie, LeBron, nice.
I'm 7th. It's just I don't know. I mean, the guys at the top, you know, Alex Baruth has got 81 points. Poppy's
And
got
he's been sitting there.
74. Like there's a pretty big divide from the top to like 5th and down, 5th place and
Yeah.
down, you know. So I'm at 44 points. It's kind of and
Yeah, there's a lot of disparities between some people. Like
Alex
Mike
Baruth has
Barner,
played a
28.
massive amount of games. So he's over
Mhm.
pace right now.
Yeah, that explains it. Because yeah, he's been in first place for I think the majority of the season.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Mike Barner has 28 points, so like going from 28 to 81.
Yeah,
That's
huge
a huge
divide.
disparity. And there's only 3 people with 70 points and up. That's it.
Yeah. They're
A
hogging
lot of
all of our
people's in like
points.
30s. Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken a little bit of a hit because Luke has been out. But I do have
Mhm.
Kyrie. They were my first 2 picks. I'm really glad I drafted Kyrie as well. I've got Franz Wagner, who everyone's saying is sell high, but I'm gonna keep him.
I think he is a sell high, but I would feel totally comfortable keeping him too.
Yeah. And I have LeBron. Randall's been all right.
He's up
I
and
have
down.
Horford. What should I do with Horford? I noticed
Horford,
he
I think, was a
moved.
whole in Roto.
He's a hold.
I
What
think for
about
now,
head to
like
head?
head to head, I think he is droppable, but also like it really depends with Porzingis. Like he's gonna take a while to really, really ramp up and start playing like the big minutes again. But yeah, I think he's gonna end up being more of a streamer guy,
Yeah.
which sucks,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
what
hold
can you
on.
do? Yeah,
Um,
still a lot of things gotta play out. A couple players are returning soon, so that'll be interesting.
what do you think about Kawhi? You think he's gonna come back soon?
I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
Which is sad, right? Like you always hear so much criticism and shit around him. It's tough, but honestly, I have no idea when he's gonna return.
Yeah, there's been no word, right?
Yeah, like the timeline and like all the stuff that's coming out, no idea. That's rough.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about the cup games? Who do you think who's looking like favorites to you?
I don't know actually. Like honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the cup.
You're
So I'm
not?
kind of like, ah, whatever. Yeah. What about
Why? You
you?
think it's just dumb?
I don't know. I'm just like not super interested by it. Like it's not really like a big deal or anything to me. Like
I
yeah, I don't
think
know. I just never got into it.
I think it makes Friday night a little bit more fun because they're all cup
Mhm.
games. I do feel like people put in a little bit more effort for the cup. And I like the whole idea of all the young guys playing for money that could really help them,
Mhm.
like 500K is no small amount of money. So I like seeing vets like play for the young guys, you know?
Yeah, that is
Um,
nice to see.
I don't know, everyone likes Vegas, so I think I'm not
Yeah.
against it. I think it adds a little bit of interest, a little bit more interest at the beginning of the season, but I gotta say,
Yeah.
like, and I don't know if it's because of the cup, but I feel like the NBA schedule is so whacked out so far. Like, there's just too many. There should not be this many games on right now,
Yeah,
today.
like 14 games. And you know what too? Like it made it really difficult to do like the recaps that I used to post in the morning. Like I can't
Mm,
do it anymore, like especially like with work and everything, so I kind of stopped doing that. But like when there's 14 games, like fuck, like you can't get all of that. Like I know Dan Besbris is good with it. Alex Burns as well, even Adam King, like they'll all do the recaps and that's amazing and I love their content, but I can't. At least not while I have like a full-time job outside of fantasy. It's too hard.
oh, and just so it just even if you're not an analyst and you just like to watch basketball, you know,
It's
it's
overwhelming.
it's almost it's impossible to watch as
Mhm.
much as you want to because it's just it scrambles my brain. I'm, like, trying to figure out what game to watch. I mean, there's, like, 8 games going on at once.
Yeah. Like even if you're flipping in between commercials, like God, you can't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's too much. Yeah. I liked last week though, as it was a lot more manageable. I think there was like between like 6 to 10 or like 10ish games. Like if there's
yeah,
like 6 to 8, that's like a reasonable amount to me. Like 10
that's
is kind
perfect
of
amount, yeah,
but that yeah, 6 to 8 like perfect. Even like with streaming. Like I didn't post my streams list today cuz there ain't nobody streaming today.
totally.
Not with 14 games.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it and then you have to decide like who to bench like
yeah,
obviously the NBA doesn't care about fantasy and our fantasy teams and everything, but like it's still shitty.
yeah. Last week was fun. Last week was a
I
fun
loved it.
streaming week. Um,
Yeah.
it worked out for me for the most part. Like, I was glad to have won my Bitches Be Ballin' matchup last week because it was tough, but I think the stream worked.
Mhm.
And this, like, fucking notebook. This notebook worked last week. So the first week I started doing it. So I
That's
can
a
send you
really
I
good tip.
can send you my little template, Kayla, and you can copy it.
That'd be great because you know what? Right here, I always keep one at my desk. I got one ready
Boom.
to go.
You got one right. Ooh, and a nice doodle too.
It's amazing. My
What
parents got this for my birthday. I love it.
nice.
Oh, I have stuff written in there too. Those are my article ideas for September that I was gonna do for fantasy. I think I only ended up doing a couple, but I always like start doing something and then I'll rip the pages out and I'll start again because I like everything to be consistent.
Like the color green, it matches the color of your walls, your
Exactly.
notebook.
And I love greens, so I gotta have it. I'm obsessed. I don't know if you could tell.
I can tell. I love it. It's a good color.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
Um, I don't really have anything else, do you?
Nothing much. Yeah, like we gave our league updates. Um, Nothing super exciting has happened in the NBA just yet, but I mean, the NBA Cup is getting closer,
Mhm.
so stuff to talk about then.
I can't think of any dick moves that I've, encountered recently.
Ooh, okay. I can think of good moves that
Good
have happened
moves.
this week. I'll
Alright.
do an opposite. We'll end it on a positive note. So I've been posting some fantasy stuff recently. I did like, for example, an injury list that I provided on Monday, just like an update thing. And I had a lot of people just commenting like, "Thank you, like this is super helpful. Like I love this content." And I love seeing things like that because it really just warms my heart. And I haven't had any negative things last week or even recently at all. Just like positive things like that. Just people commenting, "Thank you." And honestly, it makes my day. I love it.
Was it on, X or Blue Sky?
On Twitter, actually, X.
Well,
Yeah.
alright. Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. So, especially for X, that was a little bit surprised, but I'll take it. Even on Blue Sky too, a lot of people are so nice. Like you won't find very many trolls there.
No, not yet. They haven't come over yet, but
No, yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's good to hear. I mean, you are providing a really good service, and it's nice that people are
Mhm.
being respectful and thanking you for it.
Yeah, it's
Plus,
great to
it's
see,
fucking good
honestly.
info, Kayla. It's
Yeah,
quality
right?
info.
Quality
Yeah,
shit. That's right.
quality shit.
Yeah, but I love seeing it. Yeah, it makes my day.
Yeah. All right, Kayla. Well, let's not get caught.
Let's keep going.